The action on Dalal Street today was absolutely lackluster. We did manage to recover from the lows of 56.87, but 57.50 was not conquered on the Nifty, off by 14 points. 19,317 is where the Sensex shut shop. For the broader markets too, absolutely no recovery in sight. By the day's close, we were deep in the red. Real estate, PSU, oil and gas, you name it, all of it in the red. You had even the banking index, which just about managed to agree a little bit of green. Jayaprakash Associates was smashed flat on its face, Bank of Baroda after its numbers, DLF, and even something like a classic defensive in the form of Ranbaxy was down and out in the session. Some results today, we'll touch upon the big ones a bit later, but Titan Industries, you had the profits which came in higher by 16%. The sales growth was higher by 14%, but margins very disappointing, 7.92% versus 9.6%, with the other income coming in at 38 crores. Cummins was down and out as the net profit came in lower by 11%. The top line growth was low by 17% at 1,029 crores, and margins this time shrunk for Cummins. Adani Ports was a flat, in fact down and out after it's put out its numbers. In fact, the counter gained traction, as the profits came in higher by 58.6% at 663 crores, and the top line growth was higher by a good 111%, with the derivatives loss at 135 crores. Apart from that, Tata Global Beverages was a bit weak. The profits came in at 112 crore rupees. The top line growth was higher by 4.8% below what we were expecting. Well, being the first of the month, you had the July auto sales numbers which came out, and it was by and large disappointing for most of the auto sales companies, particularly the four-wheelers, as expected. Some other stocks in focus. Strides Arca Lab was up and about as it got the ANDA and US FDA approval for the anti-AIDS drugs. VVMed Laboratories too active as it approved the acquisition of Activus Pharma valued at 122 crores. Result reactions from yesterday: JM Financials, profits up by 57%, sales up by 14%, and the counter was up in the session. IRB Infra was very weak. Remember, the consortium has withdrawn its bid for the Mumbai Trans-Harbour Link project, which it had tied up with Hyundai to bid for, and the counter was down by 25% by the day's close. Apart from that, on the gaining side, you had Axis Bank and HDFC Bank pretty active. HUL saw a gaining streak, as did Kotak Mahindra Bank.